Hello, my friends, and welcome back. This is episode number 8, the real episode number 8 of StoneBlock. How are you doing? I am doing just fine. I've done a little bit of work, just a little bit, and we will talk about some other things happening in just a few minutes. So let's see what I did, shall we? Blam! I have gotten our warp drive, quote unquote, um, finished. Now, I was initially going to I want to go in there and change all of the blocks underneath it to something darker so that the blue of the water stands out a little bit more. I'll do that a little bit later. I'm going to do the seared blocks from the smeltery, the seared stone blocks. But this is not too bad. I noticed when I was finishing it that we're now getting efficiency loss for some of these. Oh boy. For some of these generators, and I'm not sure why that is, but I think it's something to do with how this pack is set up. That's unfortunate, which means there's no real reason for us to stack it any taller, but we can make this look a little bit better with some decorations, and we will do that um, maybe today. We'll see how far we go. Um, so yes, I know this was confusing to set it up, but it is fairly okay-ish. Um, there is a video that I got this from. I will link it in the description. It goes into much better detail describing how to build it than I did. I do apologize. I'd much rather give credit to that person anyway. I did some sieving of some dirt and got the mineral sapling. So we are collecting those fun drops here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't really need 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably put that on a drawer because I don't need sticks. Let me see. I need to double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we don't really need. I'll do that later. Anyway, this has been growing for a little while, and we are collecting the drops from that. We will end up using that to decorate in a very short while, my friends, because this place is going to start to come around very quickly once we start to get more resources much more easier. So, you see all these torches around here? You know how much I hate torches, right? Can't stand them. They're incredibly annoying. Bleh. This will help us get rid of the torches. It's called the Ferro Flare Lantern. You make it with glowstone and gold and glass. I'm going to go ahead and make 10 of them, as you can see here, because why not? It's a mod pack and we have resources. So I thought of putting the lantern in this room on top of the center water mill, and as you can see, it will slowly but surely, don't call me Shirley, it'll slowly fill up the room with light. These will go away ever so slightly as it quote-unquote brightens. Super fun. But you can see the lighting change over there against the walls, and it's slowly lighting everything up. That looks great. I'm very happy with that. These lanterns will light up a large area without really having to do much. So we may only need one, maybe two in our entire base, but that's awesome. I love that. And I love that these are starting to go away now. I love that the light is being generated from our quote-unquote warp drive that's going to light up most of our base. That's perfect to me. So we can start cleaning up these torches and making this place look a lot nicer and a lot cleaner as we go. You can see it update fairly quickly after I take the torch down. I'll do all that off camera. We don't have to deal with that right now. So another thing that we need is we need to go ahead and have a lag spike. We need to go ahead and get into some obsidian. Uh, Easiest way to make a never-ending water supply is the well from Pam's Harvest Craft. 6 iron and 6 stone. There is the kitchen sink. But that uses terracotta, which is a little bit more difficult to get into. Takes more time, not a big deal. But the well is 6 iron, 3 stone. I think I said 6 earlier. 6 iron, 3 stone. You make that, and it works just like the kitchen sink, except that I found that you cannot pipe liquids out of it. We're going to pop that right there on top of our resonator, which is somewhat useless. And you just walk up and right click it with a bucket. Did that not? Oh, I see what I did. Oops. Um, you just walk up and right click it with a bucket and it will fill the bucket with water. Why am I doing this, you ask? Because you can make obsidian fairly quickly with your smeltery. Speaking of the smeltery, I realized literally 2 seconds after I turned off the recording that I had the controller in the exterior tank in the wrong place. That has now been fixed, and I've increased the size to a 5x5 in the center. Or is it a 4x4? It's a 4x4 in the center. Um, Completely perfect for what we need. Not really that big of a deal. Like I said in the last video, we're not looking for ore doubling or any of that because once we get into some chickens and some mystical agriculture, we're not really going to be sifting for our materials all that often. So doubling the ore is not really that big of a problem or a desire. Um, we may revisit a smeltery at another point for some decoration in this room, but for right now, we don't need it. We don't need anything crazy. We just need it to help us for the time being. So, in order to make obsidian out of your smeltery, you go up to the drain and you just right-click a bucket into the drain. So I'm putting water into our smeltery right now. If you look at the controller, I have 8 buckets of water. So we're just going to grab 8 buckets of lava. Luckily, we have um, that little overflow to allow us to do that. And you go right back to that same drain and right-click, and it will accept the lava. Be very careful doing this, because you don't want to end up doing what I did last time, which was flood the room with lava. Anyway, and this will make blocks of obsidian very easily for you. So not bad. This is a redstone clock. You can make it fairly easily. I didn't make this on camera because I've done it before, but it's just four stone, 4 redstone, and a redstone torch. And I have a lever on the top. That turns it off so it doesn't constantly update or run. Um, it's not ideal for that, but it'll work. So we're just going to turn that on, and that's going to automatically make us some obsidian blocks. Now, you'll notice I've got pipes under here with transfer nodes. That's because it's going to automatically pull the finished objects out of the casting table in the basin and put it somewhere, and we need somewhere for it to go. So why don't we get into the storage crates while we are here? I think that's the best bet for us. So to get started with storage crate, you need wood casings, which is just an oak wood piece, some oak wood planks, and some sticks. I'm going to make 16 of them. It's a bit overkill, but you know what? We're in a mod pack. Everything is overkill. You also are going to need 4 chests for each one. So we have 16 wood casings. We're going to need 64 chests, I believe. There we go. So to make your wooden crate, oops, create not. I can't type today. I'm so sorry. Your small storage crate, not a wooden crate. I don't know what I'm thinking. This is the recipe right here. 4 planks, 4 chests, and the wood casing in the center. There we go. We have 16 of them. That's not bad. You can then upgrade them to a medium storage crate, um, but you need void crystals, and we're not there yet. So the small crates will be just fine for what we need. We're going to go ahead and pop this down here, and ta-da! There is our obsidian that it's been collecting in the transfer node. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, moving right along. Where we were in our quest lines is we need this automated mob farm. So we need fans, iron spikes, and an item collector. Um, I will deal with the mob farm later, but I did want to go ahead and make these items so that they would be available to me when we address the mob farm, and that will probably be in the next episode. So to make the fans, you need iron bars, iron ingots, and stone slabs. Again, making 16 of everything. I don't know why, but I can, so why not? The iron spikes we're only going to make 4 of because these are not going to stay there forever. I don't like these. There are more efficient and better ways of killing mobs. Um, but these will do for now. We need 4 of them for the quest. We're going to grab them. And then we need an item collector. This is why we needed obsidian. Because the item collector needs 3 obsidian in the bottom. Oops. Let me grab that and put it over here. That's an ender pearl, a hopper, and 3 obsidian on the bottom. Gives us an item collector. We're going to wait for the quest to update. Hopefully it will. There it goes. So now that the quest is updated and we can claim our little loot chest, I'm going to immediately turn around and upgrade this item collector, and I'll show you why. This item collector, I need something to put it on, don't I? This item collector, you can't do anything to. You can't change anything about it. It's just immediately sucking items into this chest from a distance. And that's not really that great. It's a fantastic item, but the initial item is not that great. And to upgrade it is super, super simple. 2 glowstone, a redstone torch, an advanced item collector is what you get. Upgrading it now allows me to change things. I can change the radius and put a filter. So that gives us much more control for very, very, very little supplies that are happening over in our little makeshift supply area. So that all is going to go over to the mob farm. And we will deal with this later. As you can see, we still have spawnable areas in there, and the lantern that we have downstairs didn't reach all the way up here. That's okay. That's okay. We don't have to have them everywhere, but it works perfectly for our little workroom down there. So this is still active. They can still spawn here. We're going to go ahead and leave the item collector, the fans, and the iron spikes in this room, and we will come back to this at a later date. We're going to make this a little bit better. I'm going to do some research first, but we are going to make this a little bit better. I need it to actually produce items, and it doesn't right now. So while we're here, let's look at our loot chest. Oh, Black Lotus. Yes. Very, very nice. Okay. I'll put this in our loot chest for the crates. This room is super bright now. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. So another thing I wanted to do today is I wanted to make an additional hammer, but I wanted it to be an actual machine. Why? Because this is not really efficient and it uses diamond hammers to make it better. And I think there might be a better way to do that. And we're also going to make an auto sieve. An auto sieve is just blocks of iron, glass panes, a sieve, and 2 iron ingots. We're going to use that for ourselves in a few minutes. But I thought we would go for the pulverizer from thermal expansion. So that's the recipe you need, and we're going to work through these pieces one by one. First off is the redstone reception coil. 2 redstone and a gold ingot. I'm going to set that over there. Move my tools out of the way. We also need some tin gears. I'm making 4 here. You don't have to make 4, but that's what we're making. It's just the diamond pattern of 10 ingots. And machine frames. Machine frames are 10 ingot in the middle, 4 glass, and 4 iron. We have the 4 gears. We might as well use them. So now we have 4 of the machine frames. You need a piston for each of the pulverizers. We're just going to make one of them today. We will make others off camera. We also need copper gears. And then we are ready to make our pulverizer. You also need flint, but I didn't show getting flint. To get flint is super easy. You just take some gravel and you put 3 gravel in a crafting bench. Doesn't matter what shape it's in, you get 1 flint. So let's pop our pulverizer down. Should be getting power. Yes, it is. We can do some augments once we do an upgrade, but we can configure it to push and pull items automatically. So this is amazing. Let's see if it's any faster. It's not that much faster than the auto hammer, and it's a little bit louder. That's fine, but my friends, are you dropping dirt in here? You are. I need to configure it. But because this is a machine that doesn't require extras and we can make it faster, this immediately becomes much better. Let's see what the augment upgrade is. Let's see. I need to find it. I don't know if I've ever done this before. Thermal expansion. Servos, that's for the piping. We might use some item ducts here and there in the future. I don't know which one it's supposed to be honest. I will need to look into that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I'll have to look at that off camera and figure out what we need to do to make that happen. But for now, my friends, we're just going to throw some items in there and let it work its magic. I'm going to leave all of the items in there, or in the machine, so that when it's done, it can just sit there. That is a little loud, whereas this is silent, but you know what? This is a machine where we want it to have random sounds. We want it to sound like it's actually doing something. go see if we can get some loot bags. I see some mobs over there. Oh my goodness. That is the wrong tool. He's wearing glowstone armor and I want the hat. Cool. I should look at my hats. Breadfish. Whoa. That's crazy. Headphones. Not bad. Welding helmet. Very cool. Not bad at all. What else are we going to do today? I can't remember. I cannot remember. Actually, yes, I can. We're going to play for a little bit longer. Make sure all of these are done. Yes. All of those are done. Are all of these done? Yes. All of our creation items are done. Way to go us. Look at us. We're just trucking right along. Let us see what's in our diamond mesh. Do we have enough diamond to do that? We might as well. Yeah, we have plenty of diamond. Maybe we get some string. Let's knock out a couple of more easy quests in our book. That sounds like a good plan. I'm just gonna make one of them right now because that's all we need. We'll claim that loot chest. And the auto sieve, we've got that one already as well. Cool, there's 2 more loot chests that we can open. Let's see what happens. More of the viaducts. And glowstone ingots. Not that great. Not that great. The viaducts will come in handy later. I have an idea of how to use them, but I don't know. I don't know about that. What else can we do? The Nether. Shall we go to the Nether? We have enough obsidian. We have plenty of obsidian. Actually, we could make one more. We could make one more. Let's make one more, and then we should have enough for a full portal. A full vanilla portal. Come on. Thank you. Now, if you look at our base, we're going to go in this direction for a passive mob farm. We're going to go about 10 to 12 blocks this way and open up into a room. But I thought of doing our nether portal over here. We will, of course, design some sort of entryway to it. But why don't we do... Let's dig a couple of blocks here. And of course, we're going to decorate all of this later. Because that's what Minecraft is about, right? Making things look better. I will probably make a couple of sound muffers. Because I don't like the... I don't like the portal sound. If you notice items sort of flying over to me as I'm mining, I did upgrade our pickaxe to have an iron pickaxe head. I didn't do that on camera because honestly everybody has seen that so many times. But I figure, you know what? Why not? So I need 3, 3, 4. 4 and 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 12, 13, 14. I think we have enough. I think we do. That doesn't need to go there, and I can't break it, can I? Nope. Darn. You know what? We made it though. That'll work just fine. I can fill in those other 2 later. Yes, I did make it 3 wide. Okay, let's go get some flint and tinder and drop off some of this stuff. And see what happens. Drop off all the good stuff. All of the good stuff. Dropping it off. I'm going in the Nether without any armor. Probably not a good idea. Do not advise. Maybe don't do that. But maybe do? I don't know. Let's take one of those lanterns with us. Yeah. We're gonna be those people. We are gonna be one of those people. Okay. Alright. I didn't even get the flint and tinder, did I? Flint and tinder. That is such a difficult thing to say with my accent. Not even gonna lie. Okay. Oh, we're over here. Boom. Look at that. I'm nervous, you guys. Let's claim our chest first, and then see what's in our loot chest. Oh, upgrades. Okay, I'm gonna pop you over here for now, so I don't have to run back over there. Okay. Let's go. Fingers crossed it doesn't... It's not awful. My guess is it probably will be. We'll give it a second to load the terrain. Hopefully we're not gonna crash or anything. Oh, nope. I'm in a tree. This is awful. This is completely awful. I need to quickly cover ourselves. As best I can so that we don't get mutilated. We are out in the open, my friends. Completely out in the open. On a tree. Over a lava pit. Oh, that's fun. This is fun. Remind me why I came here? I'm a little bit afraid now. Alright, we will deal with this at some other time. This is not ideal. At all. We'll deal with this at some other time. Actually, no. No. Well, too late. You know what, you guys? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and that's a big ol' fail. Nothing we can do about it, though. Nothing at all. Probably gonna focus on getting some blaze rods. That would be cool. That would be cool. and a nether star would be amazing. All of this stuff is 7,000 years away. We're going to go ahead and call this episode a day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you liked it, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!